Welcome everyone to episode 408 of the Daily Mother Swole. Obviously, welcome to episode 408. It is a Fit Dad episode. Happy Father's Day to my dad. Happy Father's Day to this beard.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
This beard is out of control. This beard needs to be tamed, and I decided on purpose to not tame it. So it's trying to go every single direction. So fuck yeah for beards, and fuck yeah for fathers, because without fathers, none of us would exist. So I will get into a little bit of what this Fit Dad episode is all about. Hello, Ida, all the way from across the Atlantic. Hello. Welcome, everyone. So float some thumbs, float some hearts, say what's up to Papa Swoleo. Let's get this intro underway. Welcome, everyone, to the most muscular podcast, livecast, broadcast, swolecast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. Everyone has to. Come on. We all flex our biceps. Thank you for joining me live every day at 12 noon Eastern time, right here on the Facebook. Thanks for watching on YouTube, because a lot of you are checking out all the archive videos on YouTube, and you can also listen to every single episode on SoundCloud and iTunes. So if you're busy, if you're mowing the lawn, if you're making sick fucking gains at the gym, just throw on those iPods, just throw on those beats and listen to those sick fucking swole beats. Flex from Germany. Everyone, let's flex. Let's flex all the way to Germany. Let's send it around. Oh. You gotta do a little gorilla grunt too. Ready? Oh. Flex them if you got them. So today's episode is interesting. I'm not sure what it's like in other countries, but in this country, in the United States of America, in the USA today, it's Father's Day. This is a day where, because we have a big international crowd, if you didn't know that today is Father's Day or what it's about, it's a day where we appreciate our fathers. I'm sure every country has a day where you say thank you to your mother. Mother's Day. You have a Father's Day, you have a Grandparents' Day, you have, it's a holiday, but it's a day where we all collectively say thank you to our dads. And let's just keep this in mind. Whether or not your dad was in your picture, in your life growing up, whether or not you knew your father, you would not exist without a male, without a father, period. So there has to be, even if you have no relationship or a terrible relationship with your father, there still has to be some kind of level of thanks just to like the universe, right? Just for like the stars aligning and just all the elements of chance to line up to have put you on this earth. Just all the things that could have gone wrong that you never would have existed, whether it was a couple minutes later or earlier the conception. Just the fact that you had someone that impregnated your mother and that led to you. Just saying, I know it's kind of funny, but it's just, taking the emotion out of it, just like rolling the die, it's just insane. It's just insane, the opportunity or the chance or like the slim chance that all of us exist. So thank you to your father and to my father for that as well. And let's talk about those of you that are dads out there. So float some thumbs and float some hearts if you're a father. I'm a father. I'm a father to over 600 of these sick bad boys. I got all the kids welfare like a motherfucker. I gotta feed over 600 of these bad boys. I'm just kidding. So float some happy Father's Day. Float some hearts if you're a father. Float some thumbs if you're a father. And let's talk a little bit about the Fit Dad trend that's kind of captivating. I know a lot of people use that hashtag Fit Dad, right? So if you're a father, in the comments, I want you to use the hashtag Fit Dad. Say something and hashtag Fit Dad if you're a father, or also if your father is into fitness. But I want all the fathers out there to get some shout outs. So if you're a dad, I want you to comment Fit Dad in the comments. All right, so you can get some credit, because being a dad is challenging, because not only are you probably likely working, I mean, both parents nowadays usually work, but you're, and this is not sex. This is not to be like, patriarchal, because society is different now than it was 50 years ago. But oftentimes the father is still looked as, the head of the family. I mean, less now, so more than it was, 50 years ago. But you all know what I'm talking about. The same thing goes with a mother. If it was Mother's Day, I'd be saying the same thing. Just the responsibility for a mother or a father to take care of the family. The mother does the same thing in her role, and every household is different, but you're working, you're providing for your family, you are, maybe struggling, you have a shitty day at work, and you have to fucking, still come home and, put a smile on your face and still take care of your family. Like, you have a different goal. You have a different purpose. So you're not just there to look good or be like, hey, I want to do this because I want to do this. You have responsibility. You have responsibility in your life. You have responsibility for other people besides yourself, and they mean the world to you. So being a fit dad means a lot more than just, hey, I like to work out, I'm a dad. What does being a fit dad really mean? Being a fit dad means you care about your family. And people aren't going to say it like this. No one's going to, everyone's going to put some sugar coating on that stuff. Everyone's going to fucking coat all this with sugar. We don't like sugar, right? Diabetes. We don't cover shit. We don't cover shit with sugar on the Daily Swole. We fucking give it without the BS. Out the BS. Fit dad, you care about your family. Now, why do you think, and I want you guys to get involved in the comments below, why do you think I say that? If you're a fit dad, you care about your family. Because you're looking into the future. It's the future. Okay? Once you're a father, it becomes less about the vanity. It becomes less about, hey, I want to have a six-pack because I want to look good. I want to look sexy. Sure, you want self-confidence, and I get that. You want to feel good about yourself. You want to get rid of the extra body fat, but it comes more down to health. I have so many people in Premium, in the 90-Day Dash. A lot of you that are watching this are in those programs, and you care about your family and your future because you want to play with your kids. You don't want to be tired when you're throwing your football around with your children. You care about being there. Now, if you are 100 pounds overweight, what are the chances that you're going to develop some kind of disease, right? What are the chances you're going to develop some kind of metabolic disease, diabetes, or some like hypertension, high blood pressure, maybe have some heart disease, maybe have something in your family history that makes you predisposed to those diseases. If you're exercising and taking care of your health and you are a, quote, fit dad, you care about your family's future because you want to be there to provide for them. Because think about this. Think about right now. And I think this is like one of those meditative things that's important for everyone to kind of like put themselves. You remember the movie It's a Wonderful Life, right? The black and white movie, the Christmas movie, where he wishes he'd never been born, like the world had been better with him, without him ever being born, right? So they grant his wish, and all of a sudden, boom, he's never alive. He's never existed. And you don't realize how good you have it. You don't realize what you do for your family by just being there. Not by having all the money in the world, not by having everything figured out, not being the perfect person, but just being you and being there right now, doing what you can in your greatest capacity. If you think about it, if you close your eyes, sit up nice, flat back against the wall, and you start meditating a little bit, and imagine all of a sudden, snap your fingers, you're not there for your family. What does your wife do to support the family? What do your kids have to do? Do they have to be watched by another person while your wife works? How is your family going to survive? How are your kids going to grow up without a father figure? If you think about if you just kind of snap your fingers, what it's like if you're not there, you realize how important you are being there. And it might scare a little bit, scare some sense into you if you're kind of struggling with getting your shit together, because the future is all that we have. We don't have a past. We can learn from the past. And we could take the past and be like, oh, let's not do that anymore because the first time we did that sucked and it led to X, Y, and Z. So we learn from the past, but the past is also gone. So we have every opportunity to change what happens in the future for ourselves and historically as a country and so forth. So we don't want to repeat bad habits, and we have an opportunity to change the way the future outcome is. Now, the future is coming all the time. The future comes all the time. Like, it's here right now. Every moment that I keep talking, every moment that you're watching this, the future is here. You've seen those things like the future is now and blah, blah, blah. But it's true. We're always, hurtling headstrong into the future, but that's where we're all going. So if you're a father, if you're already taking care of your health, all right, you're on the right track, good shit. But if you're one of those people that are still struggling, it's like, well, what are you waiting for? If you're not, what are you? And this is for people that maybe haven't gotten on the game train yet. What are you waiting for? Now, let's be honest. If you're one of those people, if you're a father right now and you're not taking care of your health as best as you should and you know it, write in the comments below. Let's figure out why. Why are you not taking care of yourself? Think about who it affects. Once you're a father, you have responsibility greater than yourself. That's how it works. you have responsibility greater than yourself. All of a sudden, it's not about you. It's not about how you look in a bathing suit. It's not about how you look with your shirt off. Sure, a six-pack is nice, but a six-pack doesn't mean that you're healthy. A six-pack doesn't mean that you don't have heart disease. A six-pack doesn't mean, it's not the be-all, end-all of fitness. That's just society telling you what they want you to think that you need, because then you're going to buy more supplements and you're going to endlessly struggle to get a six-pack, because for most people, it's just, it's a pipe dream. For a lot of people, it's just not logical for them to actually obtain that. It's very challenging. But that's an aesthetic appeal. That's the way someone looks. That's not necessarily what it means to be healthy. And that's what a lot of you don't understand when you're watching this. It's just because I have abs doesn't mean that being abs is healthy. It might look strong, it might look powerful, and like, oh, I want that. Well, why do you want that? Remember, it comes down to your why. Why are you training? Once you have a child, once you have a family, your goals need to change. You need to be healthy, you need to be mobile. That's why I promote Swole Yoga. That's why I promote mobility. That's why stabilization. That's why the recovery and active recovery. That's why consistency. That's why all these psychological principles are so important, because it keeps people dedicated. It keeps people on track for the long term. If you are just looking for the now and for the short term, and if you're on Facebook, and obviously you are, and if you see through here, and I'm about to go on a rage probably tomorrow or this week about transformations, because I'm seeing a lot of these videos and sponsored ads, and I do some sponsored ads myself, but about these stupid fucking 30-day transformations. And I'm so tired of that fucking word. You cannot transform in 30 fucking days. That's not what the word transformation is for. It's a load of shit, and it's a short-term, short-sighted vision, and it's the wrong fucking mentality to make a difference in your life. You're looking for the future. You're looking for the long-term play. What are you waiting for? Your family needs you, and you're looking for the long term. It's your family. You have a different goal. Your family needs you, and they need you now, and they need you in 10 years. And believe it or not, they need you in 20, 30, 40, and 50 fucking years. And if you're getting heart disease or diabetes in 20 years because you don't want to give up soda, because you don't want to fucking start walking or doing some physical training, you're being lazy and you're literally killing yourself, and you're putting the burden on your family for maybe having to push you around in a wheelchair, for maybe having to pay for your funeral because you passed away early. I mean, it sounds morose, but this is real shit. This is real life stuff that happens. People die young when they shouldn't. There's a lot of shit that people die from, that people have diseases from, that people get cancer from, that is 100% preventable. I'll say 100% preventable. So preventable disease and preventable death is the worst fucking way to go, because if you could have stopped it, like, what the fuck? Like, you're literally walking, let me walk off this cliff, that'd be fun. Let me put a lot of strain on my family, my loved ones. Like, you wouldn't do that consciously, but you kind of are. So take advantage of this now. Take advantage of the opportunity you have before you. You found Swolenormous, you found this community, you found this this place where you can come and get real information without the bullshit. You're here, and you're ready to fucking attack. Like, you're in the right place. You're in the right place, and the right place is somewhere that you are understood, where you have people that will support your vision and your goals, that understand what you're going through. And that's, and that's Swolenormous Premium, my private community. We have a lot of fathers. If you're in Premium right now and you're a father, float some thumbs, float some hearts. I mean, it's all about finding people like yourself that are going through the same thing. And you don't want to go into a bodybuilding group or someone that's like a shred group when it's just a bunch of random people that are trying to look good for the summer. They're trying to go on a cruise in July. That's not what you're fucking trying to do. You're not trying to do a 10-pound weight loss, because that's going to come back, it's mostly water weight. The only kind of change you're going to see in 30 days is mostly going to be water weight or water loss. You're not going to put on a ton of muscle in 30 days. You can't, all these core exercises to shred the stomach. You can't spot reduce fat. I'm sorry, I don't care if it's intermittent fasting or what. You're not going to spot reduce fat around the stomach. Doesn't happen. It's not liposuction. So it's all about the long term. It's about understanding what the journey is, what you're trying to do, and what your family means to you, and that your family needs you. What your family means to you. And I know what family means to everyone that watches this. I know it means the world. So show that it means the world. Don't just talk. Don't just say, oh, I love my family more than everything. Oh, I love my kids so much. If you do, prove it. Be a fit dad. take the responsibility upon yourself to do the little bit extra, whether you're tired, whether you're fatigued, whether it's inconvenient or not. Maybe you get some weights and stuff, you do it at home. Maybe you get up a little bit early, you go to the gym before work, but you do the extra. You do the extra to be a role model, to be a leader for your kids and a leader for your family, and to invest in your future of your family and the safety and the security of your kids and of your wife and of your family. So it's super important to understand your role as a father and taking care of your health. And as always, call your father today, tell him that you love him. Remember, no matter who your father is or what he did or what your relationship is, if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't be here. So you have that to be thankful for. And if you are a father yourself, start looking at yourself, start looking within and start analyzing your own actions and seeing if you are taking the responsibility and you are taking the proper steps to ensure that you are going to be there for your family and you're taking care of yourself, so you don't have to fear that your family will not be supported and kept safe, because you will be there to do that for them because you're taking care of your health now. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 408 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular podcast, livecast, Swolecast. In the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Thank you for watching this. Every day at 12 noon Eastern time right here on Facebook. You can catch them all on YouTube and listen to the podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes. Peace, McGeese, deuce, Magoose. Enjoy the rest of your day if you're a father. I hope you are enjoying yourself with your family. Love you. I'll see you all tomorrow for episode 409. Remember, Premium, we got accountability meeting tomorrow on Monday. And we have the new webinar in Premium this Wednesday, Webinar Wednesday at 8 p.m. in Premium, the Premium webinar series. This week is Fixing Your Mind, and it is going to be off the fucking chain. I am going to blow your mind in the Premium webinar Wednesday at 8 p.m. I'll be creating a banner for that and a post about that. So if you're interested in joining up, you'll be able to access that Wednesday at 8 p.m. It's going to be awesome. Everyone else, love you. Mwah. I'll see you tomorrow for episode 409. Later.